Hello everyone, this is the third tutorial of the series how to model event. I have one good news for you. Um, I managed to fix the problem we had before. From now on, when I click an object, you can see the menu. When I right click on the object, you can see the menu that I was talking about. I'm really sorry. I just fixed it because I could remember that it was work once that I recorded my screen, and that's actually happened because of the theme of Windows. I had to change it to the original theme of Windows to make it work. So this is the good news about that. So let's roll this. Okay, so we actually need now to model the propeller head for this event. So we will start with using polycylinder. From here at the polygon tabs we will create one and we'll bring it on over here, scale it a bit so it will be big enough but not that high. You can go to this is attribute and put more subdivisions axes and remove the cap. Okay, there. Well, somehow it doesn't remove it. Okay, now it's removed. Right click on the object, choose face, and let's extrude this one. We will extrude it like this, and we will bring it up like this, extrude it again, and bring it in again, and move it down. And you can extrude again just into bringing it in, and that's about it. Now you can apply the smooth operation by clicking 1, 2, 3 at the numbers of your keyboard, and it will make it smooth like this. If you don't want it to be smooth like this, you can click backwards 3 to 1, and we will add one more edge loop. To add more edge loop, you should hold down shift and right click on the object, and then you get a new menu. So choose insert edge loop tool and then click whenever you want the edge loop to be, and then back click on F8 to bring it back to object mode. Make sure you select the select tool back, because otherwise you will stay at the edge loop tool. And let's do it again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that looks better. And now we will model the wing itself. What we actually gonna do is start by creating cube, polycube, and move it over here, and we will wait a second. I have something to do. Okay, so we will resize it to about this size, and we will scale it down like this. And then I want you to go to the attributes editor and add more subdivision width and the path. Okay, so it will look like this. And now we will move to the top view. To watch this object, make sure you are select the object and you are clicking on the top view in this 3D cube you have here at the right corner of your screen, and right click on the object, choose vertex, and now catch the first line of the vertices. Make sure you selected also the bottom, the one that at the bottom, and bring back the top view and scale it so like this. and then catch this line and scale it so, and this line now, and scale it to here. You can bring this line like this and this line like this, but use the move tool to bring it back so it will look like this. And then we will move on to face, and with the select tool choose only this line of faces so we can extrude them. Click on the extrude tool, move it here, and then click somewhere at the gray area to unselect them and select them again. Okay, and use the scale tool to bring it to this, and again click the extrude, make another extrude, and again choose the faces and scale to this. You can again bring it back so it will look like what we have now. And now I want you to look at the wing from this side, okay, and choose vertex. Okay, right click on the object, choose vertex, and now I want you to choose only the upper dots of the upper vertices, but only halfway of it, of this wing. Okay, so it goes like this, only choose those. Okay, only the upper one, make sure you didn't select anything, and also make sure that you select half of it. You see over here I selected also those which I don't need them, so I will shift unselect them. Okay, and this is okay. And now I will, with the move tool, I will bring them down so, and there are corners both sides of the higher level of this wing. I will also bring them down. And we can move also those a bit down, and to make sure that it's not much of an hard corners over here at those spots. And now you can move on to object mode and click 1, 2, 3 to make it look like this. Okay, so now we will use the scale tool to make it flatter and even more. Don't worry. Okay, and again I want you to right click on the object, but this time catch F of these wing vertices, but all of them, the bottom dots and the upper dots, and move it up so it will get this shape. Okay, I will turn it a bit, and okay, so it looks like nice, not that good, but it looks nice. Okay, and bring it back to object mode using the F8 key. If it doesn't work, you don't get those green lines, so make sure your function keyboard is turned on. Now we will move it over this center of the propeller head, and I want to do another thing, is to smooth this area. So I'm going to choose those vertices and try to pull first those and and then I will catch those. Okay, and maybe this dot also. Alright, well, that's okay. Try to work on that. Um, Again, back to object mode, and now I will teach you something which is very important. We have, in every object we created, we have a center pivot axis. So in many cases the pivot is most of the cases when you create a regular shape like using those, so the center pivot is centered and it's all fine from at the beginning. But when you start to shape the model, manipulate it and make it look different than the basic shape, so your pivot center axis is going mad. It's not centered anymore, and you have to make sure that it stayed like this. So in order to do it, what we actually do, we will take this as example, and this ain't centered at all. So what you have to do is to click the object and go to modify and center pivot. Okay, now you see the center pivot is recalculate again, and it puts it at the center of this object. But not always it's really centered as you thought so. So I will show you this in few minutes, what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, so what we actually want to do now, we want to move manually this pivot and choose where we want the center of this pivot to be. In order to do it, you need to click on your insert keyboard key. Okay, there is insert. It's supposed to be somewhere close to the F12 keyboard, and click on it once. Well, it doesn't matter in which tool you're using. As long as you click it, you will get those axis lines without the arrows, or if you're using rotate tools, so you just will see this. In order to make it bigger so you can see it and use it, you can use the plus and minus on your keyboard to make it bigger. Also, that's good also for all the tools. If you still can't manage to see them clear and to use them, you always can use the plus and minus keys to make it large or smaller. Okay, so now after we click on the insert, we will get those lines, and now I will choose a new center for this object, and I want the center to be this object. So what I'm going to do is I'm switching to top view to watch this center of this object. And again, now I want, make sure you chose the wing. Okay, we are talking about the center of the wing, and I want this circle to be the center of this wing. So I put it over here. Now I will bring it back like this, just to see that it's all right. Okay, and click again insert to bring it bring back the arrows of the move tool. And why this is good for us, because we are now going to duplicate this wing 3 times around this head of the propeller head. So actually we want to assign this as the center pivot of the wings, so this is why we move the pivot over here, and now we will use this pivot to create another 3 wings around this pivot. So how we are going to do it? First of all, we have only 360 degrees, and we want to create 3 objects. So we need to divide this 360 degrees to three times. has 3 wings. So actually it will be 120, so we will use this number to order the Maya how to duplicate it in how much space will be between each wing. So go over edit and choose duplicate spatial. There is a little box over here, open it, and we want to, like I said, we want to make 3 copies of these wings and make sure that those 3 copies will rotate along this center pivot 120 degrees each time. So you going to take this 120 and put it over the center box. Okay, each one of those boxes is x, y, and z, and this is because this is how Maya works with all of those boxes, x, y, and z. As you see, it's represented, the first box is represented as x, y, and z. So translate x, y, z, rotate x, y, z, and scale the same. So we want 120 degrees, 3 copies along the y. Okay, and it's not have to be the y, because many people starting to model from other side of the pivot. So some of you probably started from the x, and some of you started from the z, or whatever. So make sure you write the 120 at the right box. If it doesn't succeed at the first time, so just make sure you move the 120 over the other box, and here you write down 0. Okay, and let's try this. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's very good. This is what we wanted, but you can always get a bad result, so just follow my steps and you will be all fine. Okay, let's make this object smaller, and we actually have now 4 wings. The one that we used to copy it, so we can delete it using the delete key on your keyboard, and we want to scale those to be the same size as this. No, it doesn't have to be the same size, but let's make it bigger, and let's move this over here, and let's move this over here. Okay, I didn't do it. Never mind. Leave it as it was. Okay. Okay, don't touch it. Just make sure you delete it 1 wing, because you have 4. And now we will take this one. We just make it smaller, and the all 3 we will make it bigger. And here I'm doing it again. Oh ho ho. Okay, let's make this one. Look, no, okay, listen, just catch the 3 of them, each one of them, bring them their pivot, just click modify and center pivot, then this one, center pivot. Okay, modify center pivot, and so on, and then just make it bigger. Catch 3 of them, try to make it bigger. Okay, so that looks better. Not that better, but it looks better. Okay. And now this one. Okay, just adjust it so it will look proportional for this center object. And now we will catch all 4 of them, and we will go over mesh and combine. Okay, So after you combine it, maybe the result of your smooth will go back, but if it does, you can always again click on 1 2 3 to bring it smooth. If not, if it didn't, so you are all okay. But what we actually need to do now is to find where the hell this pivot went. So it moved over here, so again we will have to check on center pivot for this new object, and as you can see, like I told you, it's not always centered, so we will have to do it manually. Click on insert and move it over the center of the object. You can zoom in to watch it better and make sure that you are really at the center of this object. Okay, this is the center. As I can see, I will click again insert to bring back my pivot cursor, and I will move it up to the head of this vent. I will rotate it so, okay, and move it over here. And just to make sure that we are centered, I will move to this panel view and put it where it's supposed to be. Okay, I think this is the center, and now we will just make it bigger so it will look nice and proportional, and that's okay. Okay, let's see what's going on with the time. Okay, we are okay. You can make another cylinder, polycylinder, and move it up over here just to make sure that you have a pinhead for this. You see the lines are too long, so I will use the minus key to bring it inside my frame. I don't want to go outside always, to make sure that I can work with it. Okay, so this time I will rotate it also, and now we have pinhead for our propeller head. Again, I will make sure that it's centered. Okay, as far as I can see, something about this propeller head is not centered, so now it looks okay, and we have pinhead for this propeller head. We can a bit resize it, it's too big, so that one, this look good. Okay, just make sure that now it's centered because we changed something. Okay, that's good. And what else we can do is to put some function control over here. In most of the vents we have something that makes it rotate from right to the left, so that's very easy. You can take some polycylinder pipe and move it over here like this, and if you go to the attributes bar, oh, what the hell, that doesn't supposed to appear over here. Okay, we have Houston, we have problem. no, that's not good. Let's remove those gadgets. They're interfering my work over here. I didn't saw them earlier. Maybe you did, I didn't notice. Okay, so we have this polypipe cylinder, and we will try to create something as this control. We will put something over here, so to make it like there is some base to this function Okay, okay, that will be the base, and we will take another poly cylinder and we will add some subdivisions to it. Just zoom in so you can see. We will add some edge loop, and then we move to the side view of it just to catch some lines of vertices and make them smaller, and move those ones up, and then we can actually put some, oh yeah, I needed to do it at the first time, but never mind. Just check on face, and we will extrude this face so we can get something that looks like some sort of I don't know, button. Okay, so catch those vertices, make them longer, move to object mode and scale it to very small size, so it can be, we can put it in the base of this we created, see, over here. Okay, so in order to see it well, we will move to top view, but it's covered, so we can't actually see if it's okay, so you can always change your view and to put it so it will be right at the place. Okay, I think we're done. I actually wanted to add more things to it and texture it or something, but we will do it at the another tutorial. Okay, so that's about it for now. I hope you learned something, that this this tutorial was easy for you, and I will keep on doing tutorials so you can learn and have fun. Have a good day. We will meet again in the next tutorial. Bye.